I know firsthand what a second chance would do for a family. I saw my little brother, he got his second chance and he changed his entire life around. And my mom, same thing. She got her second chance, went to school and raised 3 kids. To be of service of other people is what drives me and keeps me going. And I want to be the person that can help and change at least one person's life.
So I have a story to tell, and a story that most people can relate to.
Addiction doesn't discriminate. It crosses all walks of life.
I started using at a very young age. I started using cannabis and hallucinogenics before I was 10 years old.
The benefits of men's second chance living are safe and sober housing, education funds to get a trade degree or go to college or finish a college degree, a wellness fund that helps holistic healing of the whole person, and then our match savings program to teach financial literacy so men understand about savings and credit and can save some money in their future.
I've been to other transitional housing, not as a resident there, but as a drug dealer. I would go and sell drugs to people that lived in transitional housing, and it was pretty bad. Like and like this is leaps and bounds better. Like I come here, I'm good friends with everybody that lives in my house. We're a very tight community. We got each other's backs as far as that goes. People in the house and people, the one person that I knew here, loaned me money, helped me get a job, like just, helped me up, get up on my feet and showed me. And that's pretty hard. It's hard to get a job when I've been dealing drugs pretty much my entire life.
I don't ever want to be back in that place because I don't like the person that I was. I was just, I was a broken person inside, and broken people surround themselves around other broken people, and the way we try to deal with that is with drugs and alcohol.
Follow the line.
I like to cook, so I really like the cooking classes that we do, and then something that's really helped me is our financial classes with Kristen, because in the past I've never been good at saving money, and now there's a structure put out there, and once it's in front of me, structure-wise, I'm pretty good.
So what we're trying to do is to learn how to save and to put money away for the future. That's the main goal, and in order to do that, we have to understand our finances. It's almost like making a P&L. So if you looked at a balance sheet, you said, what's going in, what's going out? How do we curtail spending and start saving? So eventually, everybody has a goal. It might be to buy a new car, work tools, an apartment, kids, whatever it is, a computer. I mean, the goals are all over the place. They're individual based on the person.
I come from a hard, lonely past, I guess. And I've never had anybody care as much as Sonia has, or the opportunities to be so involved in the community and someone so involved in my life.
So Scott he has been there not very long, I want to say 6 months or so. He has shown me what a positive outlook on life can do.
So I work with Chase Construction. My boss is Mike Chase. He's a great guy. He cares about how I'm doing outside of work and inside work. He's always accommodating any needs I have. If I am uncomfortable in a situation, he's more than happy to help.
Scott came in one afternoon for an interview. He called me, and within about 30 seconds, I realized I liked him, and he had a great personality, and he just had a charisma that said he was going to be a great guy. He had a positive attitude about what he wanted to get done in his life.
He's teaching me a lot right now. What I do is I'm a framer, and I help build log cabins, log porches, anything with logs, and then I'm also getting trained to be a sawyer. I cut down logs to build log cabins.
I'll be honest, it wasn't the program that made me hire him, it was Scott himself. He came to me with the attitude that said, I want to learn, and I'm willing to do what it takes to learn. He's here 15 minutes early every day. He's the last one to leave.
Today, my life is the best it's probably ever been. I have a really good job. Every day I wake up now, I don't have this sense of doom, this anger, this sadness. I wake up every day with, you know what, I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna do the best I can. And we just gotta get down that can. So like, there's a driver inside of it. Like here's the driver, and so I'll connect this.
I would say the employees from the Second Chance House are more motivated than some of the other employees, and I've had really good luck with them showing up on time and being responsible and doing their job, and I haven't had any issues.
I do my homework, and I actually study, and it makes me happy.
So recovery really is removing the drugs and alcohol, but also providing resources and tools to become a better person all the way around. Your responses to situations, your interaction with people, it's mental, it's physical, and it's spiritual. When somebody comes out of recovery or comes out of prison or comes out of jail or a treatment facility, there's basic needs for life. Housing is one of those. And I can't imagine somebody trying to gain sobriety without housing.
I think that's, now she's free. Charles Bukowski was a San Francisco poet, writer. He wrote prose, he didn't just write poems. He was, for a lot of people, everybody's idea of the good life. Although a lot of his poems talk about people who seem to be down on their luck, and there's some messages in here. But I thought it might be fun, for the first time, to look at life from a different vantage point, a different side, and talk about it, because we're always here to kind of stimulate a discussion. I find that I have a lot of incidental knowledge, and I'm perfectly willing to share that. So it's not just the poems, it's what can I add to the poems, and what can I talk to about these guys about life, and what do we all have in common, and what mistakes have we made, and what could we have done better, and hopefully encourage them to read, and especially to write their own poems. All 5 of the poems we did had a slightly different message, a variation on the same theme, the same message, that we're all in this together, and we all have our flaws, and don't ever believe that you're down and out until you're finally gone.
Yeah, so you always go to the same places.
These guys are all similar in one aspect, and that's their why. Their why is to maintain a sober lifestyle. And I will go in once a week randomly at any time and drug test the whole house, a few of the guys, whatever it is that day that I decide. Usually when I come, they're all here, and I don't have to come back the next day and do someone again. Or if I do a morning, I'll come back that night. Or I say I will and I don't. You know, gotta keep them guessing. and I will look at every single panel on the drug test and make sure that it is negative. So 2 lines is negative, and then 1 would be positive. If at any point there is a positive test, at that time I will have a conversation with the individual. Create a game plan, figure out where we missed something, and it can lead to I have to ask them to leave. That's where the job gets difficult, and I've only ever had to go through it once or twice, and that goes to show that this program is, and this resource is working. I would say the perfect day with these guys is watching them do their homework, watching their videos on the computer to further their education, and just hearing about their day. So the chili cook-off benefits the Haley Fire Department. We ended up winning best chili overall. And that was all because we all said yes to just get out there and do it.
You know, it's a good place to get on your feet. It's closer to my family. I've been able to find a really good job, and it helps out a lot. It points you in the right direction on where to go next. You know, I was able to pay off everything that I owed, and then some. It's made me a lot happier person, for sure. I'm very grateful for it.
I'll say it's safe. You're in a place where you're understood. There's no judgment at all, so that's great about it. And they just understand where you're coming from. It feels good not be missing work anymore. I'm more reliable. Instead of thinking that I had to use drugs and things like that or alcohol to be who I really need to be, I'm finding out that I don't need that. Just be 100% Eddie.
A lot of guys, when they get out of prison, they don't have anything. You know, so this is a very affordable place to live. Got to buy our own food and pay rent, that's it. You know, it's not even a halfway house. It's a catapult into the life.
I would like to say that I do this because I see the light at the end of the tunnel for these guys, and I can see them seeing it as well, and I know that they're going to succeed. That's exactly why I do this job, because I know they're going to make it, and the second chance is real.